What's going on, fellow Commanders of Call? My name is Dan,
I'm Chris.
and at this point, I'm just crying and hoping that the Ravens do better because the Commanders are just doing terrible. So, what's going on with you, Chris?
Oh, not much. Joined some really good football. We've had some good games this week, and we're about to talk about some really good games coming up. But first, here's this.
All right, so happy Thanksgiving week, everyone. It's not quite Thanksgiving when we're recording this, but this will probably be out on Thanksgiving or after. Yeah, this past week, Chris, we had some pretty interesting games. Now, we both picked the Ravens to beat the Bengals, which I'm happy to report is what happened. Joe Burrow's out for the season, though, so I do think that's going to really affect the Bengals moving forward.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, he's definitely a good player. Nothing against him. Yeah, they are divisional rivals, but still. But now, right now, the Ravens are the number one, not only in the AFC North, but in the whole AFC because the Chiefs lost to the Eagles. We'll get to that here in a second. But, hey, number one in the AFC. I felt like I had to represent today.
You got the Joe Flacco jersey on because he's going over to Cleveland.
Of all the teams. Then we had the Lions beating the Bears, which was a closer game than we thought it would be. But the Lions did come out victorious. Commanders Giants, it happened exactly as I thought it would, even though I picked the Commanders. The Giants, just for some reason, they're a bad team, but they beat us. We're 0-4 in the division right now, so fun.
Then we had the Titans going to Jacksonville, and that game came exactly how it was going to. Jacksonville ended up winning.
We both picked the Chargers to beat the Packers, which apparently Jordan Love played very well this game.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing as well. He was playing pretty good. I mean, the Chargers and the Packers were kind of spitting images of each other, so we kind of saw that was going to happen.
And then we had a 3-game streak where we both picked correctly. The Texans beat the Cardinals, the Dolphins beat the Raiders, the Cowboys beat the Panthers. We differed on the Steelers and the Browns, where the Browns won, Steelers lost. But Pittsburgh fans rejoice because Matt Canada has been fired as of today.
Yep.
Then we had the Buccaneers play the 49ers. The 49ers beat them.
The Bills went and handled business against the Jets, so that was always good to see. It would have been very weird if they had actually fallen to them.
The Rams beat the Seahawks by, I think, a field goal.
Geno Smith actually got hurt during that game. I hope he's doing better now. People were saying Aaron Donald purposely tried to do it. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah.
Do we have another oh my god moment?
What do you mean?
Oh my god!
I'm not sure exactly what happened, but that's what I was hearing.
Now, the Broncos beat the Vikings. I was surprised by that, but like I said, the Broncos, I think that they're feeling it now that they beat the Chiefs. I mean, they're on like a 3 or 4 game winning streak now?
4-game winning streak, yeah. Fans are going to have a lot of copium and hopium. They're going to want them to go all the way to the Super Bowl now.
I mean, they're second in their division, and we'll talk about the Chiefs now. They lost to the Eagles. But did you see that last pass where he dropped it?
Yeah, I did. I did see that.
They need some wide receivers, so I wonder the trade deadline's already gone, right? So, I don't even know what happens now.
They're going to have to find some people off the street that they trust.
But then, I mean, just kind of some things that we'll talk about, because this is going to be kind of a longer episode in that we're going to talk about the season as a whole. But I don't know if the Chiefs are making the Super Bowl this year. The Bengals, I certainly don't think are. So the AFC could be more interesting than we think it is.
I personally think that, and this isn't me being biased, the doors are opening to allow the Ravens to actually get into there. I'm hoping that's what happens, which nothing against the quarterbacks that were injured. Deshaun Watson got injured. You got Joe Burrow injury as well. So it's 2 really good quarterbacks. I mean, Deshaun Watson has been playing well, but it's 2 really good quarterbacks that you would expect to be making the playoffs with the way their teams are acting. But with that being said, you got the Chiefs kind of playing rocky, I would call it, here as of late. And the Bills, I have no clue what's going on with them. The Dolphins also could be a team to watch out for.
I think the Browns are definitely also, they could sneak in with their defense as like maybe the
absolutely.
7th pick, 7th seed. Now the NFC is a little bit more, I think it's primarily the 49ers and the Eagles and maybe the Lions. I think that hasn't changed, but we'll kind of talk about that here in a minute. Let's go to our week 12 picks. Now we got 3 games on Thanksgiving. Packers and Lions, we both picked that the Lions are going to win. I don't really think that's... I mean, is there a chance that Green Bay could come through?
Oh, absolutely. Anything could happen. They could upset the Lions here. But I look for Detroit to get a win on Thanksgiving. That fan base deserves it.
Yeah, I think the Lions are just a more disciplined team right now, and the Packers are still trying to figure out their identity, so I think that gives the Lions an advantage. Even though the Lions have not been playing as well the past couple weeks, I think it'll be a solid win. Speaking of solid wins, I can't bet on the Commanders anymore. They've let me down too many times. I'm just going to say that Rivera's days are numbered, and so are Jack Del Rio's. So picking the Cowboys.
I picked the Cowboys as well. There's not much to be said on that besides that they haven't been playing too well, to be honest with you. They aren't what I thought they would be, which I thought they'd be. I know they got rid of Chase Young and Montez Sweat, but I still thought they were going to be a decent enough team.
They're a very flippy floppy. They don't know what they are. And again, I think that this is just a year where we figure out who we are. And right now we're not good. I think maybe we make some improvements over the next year or two. We'll see what happens. If we beat Dallas, that'd be awesome, but I don't see it happening. And the Cowboys just are beating up on teams they should be.
Yeah, it's basically about it there. And the 49ers going against the Seahawks. Seahawks could upset here, but the 49ers are playing really good football right now.
Yeah, the Seahawks have a pretty good defense, but yeah, I'm going to go with the 49ers here. Now, Dolphins and Jets. The Jets just are not good. Going with the Dolphins, even the Dolphins have been dipping in quality.
Yeah, I agree. The AFC East has actually been dipping a decent amount.
Who you got, Saints, Falcons?
I got the Saints because the Falcons are flippy floppy. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. It just kind of depends on if they actually give the ball to Bijan Robinson.
I agree. We have the Steelers, Bengals, and I picked the Steelers purely because Joe Burrow's out, and the Bengals, I think they rely so much on him, whereas the Steelers, obviously the Bengals could win this, but
Absolutely.
I think the Steelers have a better quarterback currently, and obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers made a wild card pick.
No, I agree with that. The Bengals have a really good chance to win this, mainly because there's not much footage on their quarterback, their backup quarterback that they had. He was playing really well against Baltimore, in my opinion. People were calling him discount Joe Burrow, poor guy. But yeah, besides that, I think the Steelers have a really good defense, and he's a rookie quarterback, and yeah.
Jaguars, Texans now. Okay, I'm picking the Jags because I think the talent overall is better, but I honestly was tempted to put the Texans there, and I might change my pick depending on what you say here.
The Jaguars are the smart pick here. I think the Jaguars will probably win this game. People are talking about C.J. Stroud being a MVP candidate besides Rookie of the Year candidate, and this is a game where he's got to prove that, and I think he could actually go in and beat. I think this is in Texas, right? Yeah, this is in Texas. I look for him to just put on a show for the home crowd and be able to show the glimpse of what they can be.
I was really debating it beforehand, but yes, it's a home game, and they won last week. Really, it wasn't C.J. Stroud who won the game for him. So, now the Buccaneers, Colts, I think the Colts, I honestly forgot the Colts were a team, and I don't mean to offend anyone with that, but I just forgot that they were around at this point. Here's hoping the Bucs can do better. Is Baker still their starter?
Yeah, Baker's still their starter. Colts got rid of Shaq Leonard, one of their linebackers, kind of in a weird move. I don't know what's going on there. They cut him. So I wonder where he's going to end up at. So I think the Buccaneers defense is looking a lot better than the Colts defense now.
And the Patriots Giants, that was the Super Bowl twice in the past 15, 20 years, but I'm going to go with the Giants because they beat us, and I guess DeVito, people like him.
Yeah, Giants is also what I'm going for here.
Panthers, Titans. The Titans, I mean, they're not good, but the Panthers are right now the worst team in the league.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking as well there. Then
Now,
we got the Rams Cardinals, which could be a really competitive game as well.
that is correct. I think that Kyler Murray is talented, but I think that the overall talent of the Rams is better. And the fact that they beat the Seahawks last week, I'm going with the Rams here.
Yeah, their defense looked good. I'm going with the Rams as well, just strictly on that. Kyler Murray could make some plays. I almost picked the Cardinals here.
Broncos and Browns, I don't fault you because I see you pick the Browns, spoiler alert, because their defense is just top tier. And the Broncos' defense is very bad. But, again, the Broncos beat the Chiefs. They beat the Vikings, which, again, I don't know if that really says much about the Vikings. Or, you know what I mean? Just I don't know if it really says much.
Yeah.
But I think they're riding the high right now.
No, I absolutely agree with that. Broncos are probably actually the smart pick on this. The defense is going to play well for the Browns, but can 13 points beat the Broncos? Possibly, because they are a team that got stuck on 7, 10 points before, so they don't really have a great offense. This is going to be a defensive slugfest, and I just look for the Browns to walk away with the win here.
Well, and then we got the Chiefs Raiders. We both picked the Chiefs because they were upset last night.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to be out for revenge.
Yeah. Then we got the Bills Eagles. I look for the Eagles to beat them just because the Bills have been playing terrible, and the Eagles have been playing good. Simple.
Agreed. Ravens Chargers. Who you got?
This is a game I could see the Ravens dropping. I said this when they played the Colts, so that kind of worries me a little bit. The Chargers are not a great team. Herbert can put up points, though. That offense on their side can put up points as well. Our defense is great. It's just we have slipped up in the past because our offense have given away the ball and the defense got tired. It happens. I just really think the Ravens are going to win it, though. But if the Chargers upset the Ravens, it would not surprise me.
I agree with that statement. There are days when the Ravens are just firing on all cylinders. I'm hoping that's what happens here. The Chargers are not a terrible team. They're not the worst in the league, but I think that obviously the Ravens are a better coach team, and that's just not even me being biased.
No, I think the Ravens are the better team here. I just know there's certain games Ravens play down in competition that I've seen before. So,
cautiously optimistic here.
yep. Then we got the
And then-
Bears, Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings. I mean, I don't think the Bears are going to win. I don't think that they could pull off a surprise here, but if they do, good on them.
It's a divisional game. It definitely could happen. I just think the Vikings are the better team personally right now.
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly it. So those are our Week 12 picks. But Chris, we said we were going to talk some more this episode. And let's go ahead. We're going to pull up our sheet of all our predictions from before the season started. We're past the halfway point of the season. Let's just kind of see where we're at and what we thought and just kind of compare.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it right now. So far, we have the Ravens supposed to have been
14-3, and right now they're 8-3. So do you see them going 6 to?
I could see it happening. We did a pretty good job with the Ravens picks, to be 100% honest with you.
Bengals we predicted them to go 11-6. They're 5-5 right now. I don't see them going. I see them losing to the Jags, possibly, maybe even the Vikings, Steelers, probably the Chiefs. So at best, I'm seeing
9-8.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as well. It's unfortunate Joey B went down. But same thing with Cleveland. They got their quarterback going down. We had them finishing at 9-8, and I think that's about where they're going to stay at with that defense. But
I mean, they're 7-3 right now. So I don't know if they lose 5 more games.
yeah, I mean, who do they got left? Broncos.
They could go
Rams,
10-7 or
Jaguars,
11-6.
Bears, Texans, Jets, Bengals. They could lose to the Texans, the Jags, and the Rams. Yeah, I think they're finishing 11-6. I think we're flipping the Browns and the Bengals score. And then the Steelers, we had 10-7, and I can totally see that being the finisher for them as well.
Really, the only thing that changes here is that the Bengals are not going to do very well. The Bengals and the Browns are going to switch.
Yeah, we were pretty good on the AFC North. We had it as a competitive division, and the Ravens were winning a little bit more. And it's more neck and neck now, I would say. At one point, it was completely neck and neck. I think it was 6-3. Every team was, besides the Ravens. They were 7-3. But yeah, then we got the NFC East.
Which Commanders, they're not. I mean, unless they win every single rest of their games, they're not going 10-7. I'm gonna go and just make a prediction. They could beat the Jets, and that's about it. So honestly, I'm gonna say that they finish 5-12, which is unfortunate. But I mean, hey, do something with the draft pick, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. We had Dallas going 8-9, the Eagles going 15-2, and the Giants going 6-11. Eagles are pretty close to what we have them going to so far. I think they might lose 1 or 2 more games.
Well, the Eagles are currently 9-1. Cowboys are 7-3. Those are the top in the division. We're 4-7. Giants are 3-8. But I mean, the Cowboys are going to go better than 8-9. Just going to tell you right now. And the Eagles, I mean, they could go 15-2. Honestly.
Yeah, they could drop 1 more game. I think they're going to drop a game or 2. I think it's very possible. Yeah. If they don't, good on them. The Eagles are a good squad.
The Giants will beat I think they could beat the Patriots, Packers, and the Saints. Lose to the Eagles and the Rams and the Eagles again. So honestly, yeah, they could go 6-11.
Yeah, I think we're pretty close. So far on our division, I think we're actually doing pretty good, which doesn't shock me because that's who we pay attention to the most.
Absolutely. But then, okay, so now we got the AFC West, which right off the bat, the Chiefs are not having a perfect season, so we messed that up. But
we jinxed them.
They're doing pretty good though. I mean, they're still top of their division, 7-3. The next one is the Broncos at 5-5, which the Broncos, they win 2 more games. They're already doing better than we thought they would because we had them at 6-11. Now the Chargers, we had them going 7-10. I could see it if they win 3 more games because
what are they currently sitting at?
They're currently sitting at 4-6, and they're playing the Ravens. I could see them losing to the Broncos twice. They're definitely going to lose to the Chiefs. We'll see.
They might beat the Bills, to be 100% honest with you.
I can't tell if the Chargers or the Raiders are going to be the worst team in this division, but I would not be surprised if it's either one. I'm going to make a prediction though, and just say that the Raiders are going to be the worst team in this division, just because I think there's more going on with them that's just really. I mean, they fired Josh McDaniels, so
Yeah.
yeah, I don't see too much for them. They might finish 7-10, but I'm being real nice with that. They might go like 5-12 or 6-11.
And the Broncos are going to end up flipping what we had them. We had them going 6-11, so I actually think they might finish a little bit better than that now, like maybe 9-8.
So going over to the NFC South. So we said the Saints were going to win this one. Currently, they're the top with 5-5. They could go 10-7. Do you see them losing two more games? Because I mean, I think they are going to lose to the Lions. I don't know if they lose to the Giants at this point or the Rams. So maybe they
Yeah.
could go.
I can see them losing 2 more games, so we might have that one right on the money.
We definitely messed up on the Panthers because we thought they'd go 7-9-1, but right now they're like 1-9.
Yeah, we really messed up that pick. We really could have gone with the Buccaneers, having the record of 7-9-1, and having the Panthers at 2-15.
Yeah, I don't know what we thought the Buccaneers were going to do terrible for, but I mean, just goes to show you never know. The Falcons though, 9-7-1. I think that's going to be nice. Right now they're 4-6. I could see them being like a
9-8.
no. I'd see them being more like a 8-9 or a 7-10 at
Yeah,
best.
that's what I was gonna go with. Was 9-8 and 8-9 was around that.
Yeah, yeah, they could win three more games, but okay. So now let's go to the AFC South, which I mean, the Jags currently have a 1-game lead over the Texans, but we thought the Titans were going to be. I mean, they're already better than we thought they were going to be. We thought they were going to go 2-15,
Yeah.
and they already won 3 games.
Who is the worst team in this division so far? Is it the Colts or the Titans?
It's the Titans. They're 3-7 right now, and we thought they were going to go 2-15. So they're
Not
already
too far off though.
no. We thought the Texans would be 4-13, and they're
Yeah.
already 6-4. So we messed that up.
Yeah, they're playing lights out right now, so I think we really slept on the Texans. Colts have surprised us, and I think we even said that the Colts could beat probably beat the Ravens. So I think that's pretty funny.
They're 5-5 right now, so I could see them finishing like maybe a 7-9, maybe a 7-10, 8-9 finish.
Yeah, that's what I would think for them as well.
I do think the Jags are going to win this division. I don't know if they're going to go 12-5,
They
but
could.
yeah, maybe 11-6, but that'd be enough. NFC West. We thought the Cardinals were going to go winless. Everyone thought that they were going to be like the worst team. They're not. They're currently 2-9.
That's still bad though.
Kyler Murray is ruining the tank. We thought the Seahawks were going to win this division, but we have them having the same record as the 49ers, which currently Seahawks are 6-4. They're 7-3. The 49ers are. So it could be that they are. We could be right about this one. 49ers, Seahawks, and then Rams. And I don't know if the Rams will make the playoffs, but
I think we're pretty close on what this division should look like so far, though. I think we did a pretty good job.
yeah. I mean, we're not too terribly off on a couple. I mean, really, the only things that I think so far that we really messed up on are the Buccaneers, the Panthers, probably
Chiefs
the
and Cardinals.
yeah, just because like we made bold predictions with them. But I mean, hey, that's what you do. Keep in mind our picks for the AFC East. The Jets, we made those picks for the Jets when Aaron Rodgers was healthy.
Yeah, we did.
But keep in mind, we thought the Patriots were going to go 2-15. They're currently 2-8.
So we're not too far off from what's possible there. And they did beat the Bills. We did predict that.
Yes. What other team have they beaten? They beat the Jets and the Bills, and that was it.
Yeah, the Bills are a disappointment. We had them going 12-5, Dolphins 10-7, Patriots 2-15, and Jets 13-4.
Right now, the Dolphins. I mean, they're 7-3. Bills are 6-5. I do think the Dolphins are going to win this division still, though. So, I could see them going. Maybe switch the Bills and Dolphins. We had the Bills going 12-5 and Dolphins 10-7. I think switch that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
And then lastly, NFC North. We had the Packers going 6-11. Which let me see what they're currently
I
at.
think we're pretty close.
They're 4-6. I could see it. Okay, me personally, I had the Bears doing a lot better. I guess it's just ever since Snyder left, it's like who's the worst owner? The McCaskies are definitely up there. I just thought the talent would work, and there have been times where they've played DJ Moore and like things have worked. Like Justin Fields had some pretty good games. They beat us pretty well. Yeah, they're not doing too hot. Viking, Kirk Cousins is out for the season, but the Pastronaut, he's doing okay.
Yeah, it's been a crazy journey for Josh Dobbs. He's playing on 3 teams this year, I think they said.
Yeah, because he started in I think Cleveland, and then he went to Arizona. Now he's in Vikings, but I think we had the Vikings go in the playoffs. I don't see it happening. I don't think they're going 9-8 personally.
I think they could go 9-8. I think there's still a chance.
Yeah, but enough for the playoffs. I don't think so, personally.
That's
The
fair.
Lions.
I think in the NFC it's so weak though that there's a good chance. Personally.
Yeah, but the Lions now they're 8-2.
Oh
We
yeah,
had
the
them
Lions
winning
are
the
winning
division at
it.
10-7.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think possibly it could be more like a 12-5, 13-4 thing.
Yeah, that's what
Maybe
I was thinking.
they could even go fourteen
E-
and
What
three.
are they currently? 7-3,
They're currently 8-2.
8-2. I'm gonna say 12-5.
Gotcha. Who? Okay, so then they have to lose three more games. Who are they losing to? I guess they could lose to the Vikings, the Cowboys, and maybe
They could lose to the Broncos.
they could. I don't know. But then we got the Packers. Yeah, they're currently the Packers are 4-6.
They might win 4 games because I think they could beat the Bucks, Panthers, Vikings, and Bears. So they might
They could.
they might win 4 more games. So they might go 7-10. I would say.
No, if they win four more games, they're going to be 8-9.
Yeah. But I think they might drop one of those. So that's why I'm saying 7-10.
Oh, okay, gotcha. But when it comes to the playoff picture, currently in the AFC, the Ravens are 1, Chiefs are 2, Jags are 3, Dolphins 4, Browns 5, Texans 6, Steelers 7. And really the only differences I think that we have here is that we have the Bengals possibly winning the division, and we didn't have the Texans in there. But other than that, I think like maybe the Browns and the Steelers, I can't remember if we put them in there or not. Maybe the Browns. What do you think?
I know how I am with the Browns. So I probably didn't want to put them in there, but I might have.
But then the NFC, I mean, no surprise here, we have the Eagles, but they're number 1, the Lions, the 49ers, the Saints, the Cowboys, Seahawks, and Vikings. That's actually, I think,
Pretty
pretty
accurate.
similar to what we thought, yeah. I think we might have had the Commanders in there because I'm a fan and I had a bunch of hopium. Maybe the Bears at the time, but that's really, I think this is pretty accurate.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely been a shocking season in some regards. I mean, we saw a team put 70 on a team, so that's kind of scary. But what do you guys think, and how is your team doing at this midseason point?
I know we have a Saints fan who follows us, and I think they're subscribed, so thank you to the Saints fan out there. Yeah, we'll just see what happens, but this is a very interesting season so far. If you made me guess right now, I think it could we get a Bird Bowl? Could we get the Ravens and the Eagles in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with my gut and keep what I was saying before the season started and saying the Baltimore Ravens are going to have a rematch against the San Francisco 49ers.
If the Lions made it, good on them. I think the AFC, like I said, is opening up more with the Chiefs kind of showing some vulnerabilities. Wouldn't surprise me if they made it back though, but I think the Chiefs, Ravens, I think those are pretty much the teams right now. But hey, anything can happen. And again, the NFC, unfortunately, the Eagles, I don't think the Cowboys are making the Super Bowl, no matter how much their fans say so.
That defense is scary. I don't know if the offense will let them be there, though. That's where I
No.
think it'll fail them during the playoffs. Their defense will carry them for a while, though.
I think they're talented. I just don't think that they're a very well-disciplined team.
Correct. I am 100% with you on that one. Alrighty, guys. We appreciate you guys watching. It's been an awesome journey so far with this season. Hopefully, you guys are liking the content. If you do, make sure to subscribe, comment, and like the video. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace, everyone.